Before this week's Andy Play starts, baseball lost one of its finest legends. On November 7th, 2017, former Major League Baseball pitcher Roy Halladays was flying his amphibious private Icon Air 5 aircraft when tragically the plane crashed off the Gulf of Mexico near Jupiter, Florida, and was pronounced dead at the scene. He was 40 years old. Halladays had an amazing career pitching, from 1998 to 2009 with the Toronto Blue Jays, and from 2010 to 2013 with the Philadelphia Phillies. His final career numbers were 203 wins, 105 losses, and recorded 2,117 strikeouts. He also was an 8-time All-Star in 2002, 2003, 2005, 2006, and between 2008 and 2011. Roy is the only pitcher to have won both the American League and National League Cy Young Awards, winning the American League Award in 2003 and the National League Award in 2010. Doc is also remembered to have thrown 2 no-hitters in the same 2010 season. The first was a perfect game against the Miami Marlins on May 29, 2010, and a postseason no-hitter in Game 1 of the National League Division Series against the St. Louis Cardinals on October 6, 2010. Halladays is only the second Major League Baseball pitcher to throw a postseason no-hitter. The only other pitcher was New York Yankees' Don Larson in the 1956 World Series against the Los Angeles Dodgers, who threw a perfect game. There will now be a 15-second moment of silence for the video. Whoa, I can't believe I'm actually recording this week's Andy Plays episode on a somber note. I really wish I didn't have to add this game until later on in the series, because I had another video for... In fact, I was already in the planning stages on Tuesday of what I was going to record for this week's Andy Plays, but we're playing MLB The Show 12 on the PS3, and the only reason why we're playing this is because this is the only other game I could find recently that had Roy Halladays in it, and I can't believe I am playing this under the somber circumstances today, but let me make sure my PS3 controller is on. There we go. Here we go. Doing Marlins Park. We're going to do about a 5-inning game. Make it reasonable. So look at those numbers in 2011. 19-6, 2.35 ERA, 220 strikeouts. Folks, those are good numbers. He's had other years where he has averaged 18, 19 wins a season. I like Matt Vasgersian. I really do like Matt Vasgersian. You know what's messed up? I didn't do gameplay of MLB The Show 17 properly. But I don't think I'm going to do that, considering that the Show 18's coming out, and since I've already told my mom Aaron Judge's on the coverage, he's like, alright, if we're going to Delmarva in spring break, we'll pick it up. Just stop asking me for it, then we won't get it. Yeah, but she is serious, because she knows how much I like Aaron Judge. Alrighty. We're going to look at Josh Johnson in a second. Because I'm pretty sure they do show the pitchers as they're warming up on the mound. Other show games, they have done this. So, yeah, there's our lineup. Yeah, there he is. That's Josh Johnson. You know, in that season, he had high hopes to come back from Tommy John surgery. He did.
And in the field, the Marlins will align themselves like this.
Let me just skip this part.
Striding in as the leadoff man,
I know that,
and we are just about set for baseball here.
I'll keep the tutorials on since I'm one of the white people, I guess. Here we go.
First pitch of the
First
ball game,
pitch
it
is a
swung
strike.
on and missed, and that's how we'll get things started this afternoon.
That is such a valuable weapon when you can spot the fastball down there.
Now
That's a good contact.
ball toward the hole.
Come on, Jimmy. Oh, come on. Come on.
Great stretch that time as they
I gotta admit, that was good contact. See? I might get lucky. I might get lucky, folks. Now, it's only fitting I'm recording this video on November 10th, which I normally record these videos on Fridays, and you guys know this is on an automatic timer to be uploaded on the 12th, but just playing in baseball games making me think of warmer weather, because this crazy 20-degree weather we're having in New York, it's not normal in November. I will say that. It's not normal. It's supposed to continue on into tomorrow, which is Saturday, so... Ugh. Come on, Victorino! Freaking make contact!
Just rearing back and throwing the heater by him right there.
I gotta admit, for a game that came out in 2012, those are good graphics. They look real on a PS3.
And that is swung on and missed by Victorino.
And by the way, I do have MLB The Show 16 on PS3, and I am going to add that in the series. I don't have 16 on the PS4 because I wanted to pick up the last ever The Show release on the PS3, and that game looks good as well. It's the same thing they did with the last PS2 release. So, San Diego Studio, who makes the game every year, they have high expectations every year to improve this franchise. And that's why I say, if you're looking for a baseball game, don't get the Xbox One. Trust me, you're going to strike out literally if you get the Xbox One, because you're not going to get the show. And you're not going to get Gran Turismo, which I have to pick that game up eventually. GT Sport. But, yeah, we're doing this video today for Doc. He would want me to do this. Man, those Phillies jerseys look
Nothing
good.
doing here in the opening half inning. And now the Marlins will have a crack at things. No score.
Alright. I remember this now. This was when the Marlins first became the Miami Marlins properly. And this is when they had high expectations for the team. They loaded up on veterans, and then look what happened. They're in good shape for the future, I think, to make it back to the playoffs as a wild card team eventually. But what happened to Jose Fernandez last year was awful, and then... That's Roy Halladay. Which I gotta admit, he looks good in this game. He does. Especially in the HD gaming era. You gotta admit, this is good. The last game you could find where Roy Halladay was in it was MLB 13 The Show, which that was, I mentioned in the obituary. Okay, I'm kind of having a problem with the camera. Let me try to fix this. There's a way to fix the camera. I just gotta figure it out. Gameplay options. Supposed to meter. Ah! Let's see. Ah, that looks better. That looks way better. Because when I'm pitching, I wanna look like this. Ooh, that's a ball. I don't have focus. No, I might just do 3 innings, because knowing how long this game will be, it'll be bad.
Well, they said they wanted to make a splash.
And we'll make it a perfect game of 3 innings in honor of Doc.
He should be,
because he would want it that way.
To the top of this lineup.
Got Jose to swing at this. Ah!
Inside and low, 2-1.
What's wrong with my control today?
1-2-3 top half of the first. It's important not to let these guys get momentum on their side.
Again, this literally makes me feel like I'm watching it back on Comcast Sportsnet back in the day, because I used to go to the Philadelphia area in the summer. Every time I was in Philly, I would always look forward to watching Roy Halladay pitch back then. Okay. Don't worry, I'm going to strike him out. I'm going to strike him out with the changeup. I'm going to fool him. You'll see. Oh, now it's a full count. I don't want to let Reyes get it on base because of all that speed.
If he throws it 3-2.
Here we go. Come on. And I walked Reyes.
Ball 4, so the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Yeah, not what you want to do here in this hostile ballpark. Walk the
I know
leadoff
what
guy
to do.
just
I know what button is which.
a threat to go every time he's on first. Tough way to start things out.
Pitch misses low.
And he's out!
Right
Yes!
in the bag, and Reyes is out at second base.
Well,
Look
he
at
showed a lot of
Carlos
patience
Ruiz right
to
here.
Work out the walk, but then he got a little impatient trying to steal second base. And they throw him out.
What are they
pretty
chanting?
easily
I
there
can't
on
even
first
make out
pitch.
what they're chanting. It is so messed up what they're chanting. I can't make it out, guys. I'm so sorry.
Now the 1-0 to Bonifacio.
Maybe somebody can comment.
And
They'll let me know what they're
inside and a big
chanting,
blow
because I can't.
anyways.
I
It's
don't know
2-0.
what they're chanting.
1 out, nobody on.
My only theory is that they're chanting something because they don't forget every time that Roy Halladay threw a perfect game against them. I mean, I know it's not funny, but you know, under these circumstances, but back then it would have been funny. That's a foul ball.
And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play.
So I
the
should
count
be
goes
able to
to
strike out
2-2 now.
Bonifacio here. If I can't strike him out, something isn't right. Because later on I have to face Giancarlo, and then, you know, what's going to happen if I have to face him?
Here's Halladay's 2-2 offering. And a
Foul
tough pitch on
tip.
2 strikes as he's able to foul it off.
All right, I can get him out.
Now a ball chopped up the line to first. And
There
they
we go.
tag him out along
Tagged
the
him.
first base line.
Good job,
For
Ryan
first
Howard.
baseman, if the most direct route is to just tag the guy, that's what you do. You know, there's no sense in trying to throw it to your pitcher or your second baseman covering.
Exactly.
especially
You
if
don't
have
throw to your pitcher. How do you throw to your pitcher in that situation? You don't.
Hanley Ramirez will step in now. Right there for strike 1. Ramirez, the Marlins' new third baseman.
I remembered how
following
dangerous
the
Hanley
arrival
used
of
to be.
Jose Reyes.
I don't even
How
know
do you
where
see this
Hanley
working
Ramirez
out?
is right now.
I'll be honest with you.
I can't look it up. 'Cause I'm literally playing the game. Like, I can't just put Audacity and then do it that way.
I mean, he's been a shortstop pretty much his entire life, so this is a big change.
But
to
we
make.
all know how Mike Stanton,
Definitely has the
a.k.a.
skill set
Giancarlo,
to
is
be a
doing.
great third
Oh, by
baseman.
the way, if Mike Stanton, a.k.a. Giancarlo, is
1-2 now
watching.
from Halladay.
Oh, hang on. Oh, he got
The
him.
cutter got him swinging. Strike 3
Finally.
and the side is retired.
So I was just going to say happy belated
Nothing in the
birthday to
Miami first.
Giancarlo
Played
Stanton,
an inning in
because
South
me and
Florida.
him actually
No score
share
on
the same
show.
birthday. My 22nd just passed on Wednesday, and so did his birthday. And weird
Ryan
coincidence.
Howard
I'm sorry
leads
for
things
bringing this
off now
up,
in the
even
top
though in a
half of the
gaming
second.
video. Happy birthday to the meanest chef on TV, Gordon Ramsay. My goodness. It's like I shared 2 birthdays with famous people.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
But yeah, happy birthday to
Well, for
those
the
guys
Marlins,
if they
Eric,
are
I think
watching.
the
If they're not,
watchword
that's
around
okay.
these parts
I only
is
have like,
new.
what, 500
It's a
plus
new
subscribers?
stadium, new name,
I
new
just wanted to bring it up.
uniforms,
I
and
couldn't
most
help it. I'm
importantly,
just
new players.
too excited.
Left out new manager as well. I mean, I don't know that I've seen a
They can get
franchise
Ryan Howard to
change so
swing.
completely from one year to the next.
Oh, wait, is that a
So
bunt?
with Reyes and
I think that was a
Gurley,
bunt.
Keith Bell, added to guys like Stanton and Josh Johnson. I think
want
they'll
a
be
bunt.
right there at the end.
Goes the other way with a fastball, and this is in the air out
Oh,
to
no.
left. And it's a fly out to start the second, 1 away.
Well, that's a bum.
Hunter Pence will take his first cuts of the
Oh,
ball.
yeah, I remember when they got him from the Astros. And then he went to the Giants.
A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. And Sanchez won't
Finally!
do this one. It's a
I got a
fair
base
ball.
hit.
Yeah,
You know what's crazy when I think of Hunter Pence? If you've ever watched the first season of Fuller House, and Hunter Pence is dating one of the characters. I forget who it is now because I'm too engrossed in this. But Hunter Pence dated DJ's sister. Now I remember. I just can't think of her name right now. And what happened was in the episode, Hunter Pence couldn't hit. And he, this is, he's still in the Giants now, but I'm pretty sure he is. If he isn't, you can comment below. But I just remembered that. See, going back to the past with Roy Halladay has made me reminisce on some memories I do remember of the Philadelphia Phillies golden age between 2007 and going further into 2011. So, yeah. And I gotta admit, the 2011 Cardinals were one of the best come-from-behind teams of all time. When you look at the 88 Dodgers, you look at both the 69 Mets and the 86 Mets, those are like the four best come-from-behind teams in Major League Baseball history, especially in the St. Louis Cardinals situation, where if you ever picked up this game, they showed that they were behind in the wild card standings and then did the impossible. Oh. There's Josh Johnson's first strikeout.
So a runner at first with 2 away. And stepping in will be the third baseman, Placido
I mean,
Polanco.
not to bring up Def in a bad situation, but as I said, this is awful. I mean, we lose Jose Fernandez and now Roy Halladay. I don't know what's going on lately. It's so hard to keep an eye on, But I gotta admit, Roy's gonna be a Hall of Famer. As far as Jose Fernandez, I don't know what the Marlins will. The Marlins should at least retire his number. That's the best way to honor him, honestly.
He's going to need to tighten up that swing a little down 0-2.
I can make contact.
A wait on Pence, and now the pitch. And he'll
That's
just
better.
This one off as it's chopped foul.
You know what it is? Because the square button is power, and then the X is Oh, I almost got hit!
Some mind games being played.
You know what, I'm just going to do one more inning, because I don't want to make this video too long. I've already gone like 15 minutes, but this does give you an idea.
Straight back. No score here as we play inning number 2.
What the gameplay was.
He'll try again, 1-2.
Oh!
And he goes the other way with a fastball as this is hit in the air towards.
Oh, what a catch!
Dives and he makes the catch. How about that for an exclamation point to the end of the inning?
All right, so one last inning.
Mike Stanton.
I want to freaking face Mike Stanton.
Bottom of the second. First pitch is a breaking ball taken down and away for ball 1.
Let's see what we can do.
Here's a 1-0 cutter that's low, 2-0.
Roy's having a bad day at the plate.
Halladay ready, the 2-0. And he watches this one in there for a high strike.
I'm going to admit, the weird thing about the news on Tuesday was that I was just coming home from voting on Election Day here in New York City. Oh, no.
Oh, and now a swing and a drive. Deep left field, way back there, and this is going to clear the wall by plenty. It's a home run.
And I was in the car, and they were first breaking the news that he was in the plane crash. And then I get home, and the weird thing is, right before my internet goes out, I find out that Doc was in the plane crash. So, weird series of events while this was happening. Yeah, I was busy doing my yearly duty of voting, and then this happens.
Now
on Election Day.
In the dirt for a ball.
No.
And if he wants to turn things around, that's a pitch that he's going to need to start locating better.
And he gets
That's a
piece
foul.
Of this one to foul it toward the backstop. The 1-2
Oh,
now.
strike him out.
And this is swung on and bounced to Rollins at short. Throw on
Got him.
first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. Gabby Sanchez.
I said if I can get out of this inning, then I'll end the video.
The putter runs outside, ball one. Takes a good swing.
That's a foul.
This will be a foul ball. Wow, and he took something off of it there. It's 1-2.
We're gonna use a sinker. See what I can do with this pitch.
Now here's the pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Yeah, and when you miss wild like that, it certainly does not help you set up your next pitch.
And Halladay goes full now. It's 3-2.
Well, that's an opportunity wasted on the mound there.
3-2. I don't want to walk this guy.
2-2, but that was
Oh,
so
no.
far outside. He didn't even have to worry about chasing.
He'll take the turn and head for second.
And he's out!
Tag, and he is
Oh my God!
Two. Bad decision.
Well, this is all about taking
That was
lemons and
amazing.
lemonade. They give up the base hit here, but he gets a little overeager, and that base hit is washed away at second base.
That had to be a glitch. That had to be a glitch because I literally applied the tag when Gabby Sanchez was going to second base. I think hands down that's going to be one of the best moments ever in Andy plays. Next to Victor Cruz and Odell Beckham Jr. catching wide passes from Eli Manning and Madden 16. I got to admit, top 3 moments in the history of Andy plays so far, that hands down. I'm going to put that in the description. Amazing moment at this part of the description. I'm gonna do that. That way people want to fast forward to it. All right, so one more pitch that'll hopefully end this week's video.
Now a swing and a ball hit in the air down the left field line.
And there we go.
Mayberry is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side.
That's how I'm going to end this week's video, everyone. Thank you all for watching. Always means a lot. And again, this was in dedication of former Major League pitcher Roy Halladay. So until next time, everyone,